Hello and welcome everybody to this next World War II video with me, Spartan G Gaming. Now, in case you didn't watch my last video, guys, I'd really appreciate it if you do, but we did show and share with you how we eventually got the diamond camo for all the rifles. If you don't know, guys, we are trying to work all weapons in World War II to diamond camo, so it's going to take a while, but we've already got all the rifles, all 7 of them, to gold first, and then we unlock the diamond camo. So I'll leave a link to those videos, guys, and there I will show you how easily I got all 7 rifles to gold first. So now we're working the next weapons in the list, which are the SMGs. Now, the very first SMG in the list is the grease gun. Now, I wondered why it was called grease gun, so I looked it up, guys, and it was afforded to the weapon by the US soldiers, who likened its appearance to that of a mechanic's grease gun. So that's understandable, guys, because it does look like a mechanic's grease gun. So that's why, in case you were wondering. Now, there is an epic version of the grease gun available, which is the Candy. That's the only one I've got at the moment, but I know there are more out there. So it depends on whatever you get in supply drops, or whether you're getting up through the divisions and that. You know, you can get more epic weapons through that. But if you do want to unlock the Candy version, you will need to go into Quartermaster, unlock those 7 tasks, and then you will have access to it. You can do that by means of using your tokens or getting some of them through supply drops. So the SMG grease gun is an automatic SMG. It does have low recoil and a steady fire rate. Now, I set myself a challenge right from the start using this weapon because I like to up the ante a little bit. I like to set myself a challenge. So I'm not going to use any attachments whatsoever. But I will recommend to use some attachments that make this gun absolutely perfect by the end of the video. Now, a division that you need to select, guys, you can have whatever division you want. But I want to make myself clear that the airborne division is set for the SMGs. So the perks that you get with that are going to help you with the SMG weapon. So that's brilliant, guys. So you can use airborne if you want to. It will help you to use the SMG, especially if you're not going to use any attachments like me. Always prestige up as well, guys, if you can. You will get epic weapons at the end when you get to the max prestige level. Now, headshots. We need 100 headshots with the SMG grease gun. Now, remember, I'm not using any attachments whatsoever. I do like using the reflex sight, but just for this purpose of showing you what a headshot is, in case you don't know, guys, I'm going to zoom in with the reflex sight. I'm just going to show you that. But this is what a headshot is. You should all know what a headshot is by now, but you need to kill an enemy by shooting them in the head. Sometimes, very fortunately, you can get moments like that where the enemy are camping out, they don't hear you come up behind them, and it makes for an easy headshot. But you have to really work this weapon, especially if you're not going to use any attachments like myself. So, like I said, I recommend you give it a go without any attachment, guys, because it is really easy. I really found, to be honest, that I didn't really need any attachments. I don't think anything could have improved my gameplay or what I was doing with the challenges, because even with the standard sight, even though I prefer reflex sight, I did find still headshots very easily. But I think it was more my tactics that I always tell you guys to use when going for headshots that made it simple. Now, the next camo in the line after the 100 headshots is the M1916. Now, this is just getting 10 payback medals. Now, in case you don't know what a payback medal is, guys, you're actually going to have to die. Not on purpose, but you're going to have to die for this challenge. Because a payback medal is getting a kill on the enemy that killed you. So there's no time limit as far as I know, because I've actually shot a few enemy in between getting the enemy that shot me, and I've still got a payback medal. But when your enemy has shot you, I would recommend that you head back to the same location of where you got shot, because more than likely that enemy is still going to be camping out there waiting for you to go back to kill them. And normally the spawning does keep you in a position not too far away from where you got shot, like that, guys, and they've spawned me right back where I was before. So getting the payback medals, remember you only need 10 of them, is very easy. Keep a name on the tab as well if you want, the red tab above the enemy, so you can keep an eye on the enemy name so you know exactly what person you're killing. But 10 payback medals are very easy. Now, with this snow camo and also the leopard, the snow camo requires you to use the airborne division and get 50 kills. That's easy because I would recommend it use the airborne, as I said anyway at the start of the video with the SMGs. The leopard, you will need to change your division. That's very simple. So if you work in another division up to prestige level maximum, then choose whatever you want, guys. It really doesn't matter, but it will affect your gameplay a little bit. Remember that the perks as the airborne does help with the SMG. They help you move a bit quicker and get your sights and that kind of thing. With another division, it might be slightly different, so you're going to have to work at those 50 kills. But with the SMG grease gun, like I said, the 50 kills will come very, very quickly, depending on no matter what division you're using, okay? So them 2 challenges are very easy. On to the bronze camo. Now, this is getting 2 rapid kills. Now remember, this does have low recoil, but it does have a steady fire rate. So, and there's going to be enough bullets come out of this weapon to get those 2 instant kills rapidly that you need. So I wouldn't worry when you go into this challenge, guys, too much about getting the rapid kills. Even with no attachments on, it is very, very easily. To be honest, guys, with all these challenges, I am trying to help you as much as I possibly can, but be honest, I'm going to hold my hand up here and say that even though I didn't use any attachments, I actually got this weapon to gold, okay, within just under 6 hours, okay, so that's very, very good. I'm trying to think to myself, if I was to use attachments, whether anything would have improved vastly or not, I don't know, because I found it very easy with no attachment, but I'm wondering if I'd have done it any quicker, because I thought just under 6 hours was pretty good getting from standard to gold, you know. It is a very good time to do that. Again, it depends on, I suppose, what tactics you're using. I mean, I'm not one of the best players in the world, I always say that, but I do use tactics in games, and I find they do help me. I always try and go to the enemy spawns, because if you go into enemy spawns, especially in World War II, they'll come running out like this here, guys, and it makes for easy, rapid kills. You only need 5 of these, so it is a fairly easy challenge. But get stuck in, guys, get those rapid kills. Now, when it comes to the bloodthirsties, this is now where you've got to start changing again your gameplay, using a bit more tactics, because you're going to need to get 5 kills without dying, and you need that 5 times. Normally with attachments on, it is fairly easy. And I must admit, it's not too tough either without any attachments on as well. So the only thing I would say is when you're going for bloodthirsties, getting 5 kills on the trot without dying, especially with the SMG with no attachments on, I would recommend that you be a little bit standoffish. I'd still recommend that you keep trying to move your way up down the flanks, trying to get into the enemy spawns where they're sitting around and camping. It does make for easy 5 kills, but you've got to be careful, because I'm starting to find when I was going for bloodthirsties with no attachments on that I was running a bit too much, getting a little bit cocky with the gun, because it is a very natural gun. It does feel comfortable to use. But while I was getting to about the 4th kill, quite a lot of times I was then dying on the 5th one because I was running too much and my sight didn't get up quick enough. If I'd have had quick draw on, it would have probably helped me, okay? So try it especially if you're going for a challenge like me with no attachments on whatsoever, then you've got to be a little bit standoffish with it. But if you are going to use attachments, I would recommend, I've got a feeling you're going to do these bloodthirsties, no problem whatsoever. I can actually get the bloodthirsties out the way using a bit of tactics, no matter what gun I have, out the way in roughly about 2 games. So I'll maybe get 2 in the first, in the next game I'll get another 3. Or sometimes it's the reverse of that. Sometimes I'll get 3 in the first round, and then in the next game that I play, I'll get the other 5 kills that I need. So just as a few little tips as well, guys, in case you haven't watched my previous videos, I always say to you, remember that you need to get 5 kills by use of that grease gun alone. You can't get a kill from an explosive, so if you're going to use your grenades when you're going for the bloodthirsties, it won't register 1 towards the 5 you need. All 5 kills need to come from the grease gun. Also as well, if you do play domination, and I recommend always, guys, you play domination, it's great for all challenges, it really helps me out, so I always use domination. But remember, you need to get all 5 kills in 1 round. You can't get 3 kills in the first round and then the second round comes, get the other 2. Yes, you'll get your bloodthirsty medal, but it won't count towards 1 for your 5 kills that you need. So that's a bit harsh, I know, but that's just how it is, guys. So you need to remember, if you're playing domination, to get all 5 kills in 1 round. Now, this is a great map to play on for bloodthirsties. This is the Flak Tower. I love this map, not just for bloodthirsties, but all challenges. You can sit at this point here on B. When an enemy tries to take it, they normally try and run into the centre of that little area where I am. And if you're standing on the outside of it, you've actually got the indicator of the contested comes up. So you know that the enemy are either by the side of it on the other side of where you are, or actually inside. So you can just walk around and get them kills, guys. And like I said, the bloodthirsties on this map will come thick and fast. Really shouldn't cause you any problems whatsoever. So you can use that as a little tactic as well. But they will come from either side here, the enemy, and like I said, if you're in this position at point B, you can normally rack off those 5 kills that you need fairly easily. And remember that we're not using any attachments, so like I said, be standoffish a little bit and make sure you get those 5 kills. Now, this is the gold camo, guys. For this weapon, it does look pretty cool, I must admit. So that's done now, guys. We're working the next SMG now. We're trying to get that to gold. But what I just want to go through with you is as well, guys, if you are going to use any attachments, what I would recommend, because I did try this out, I'm going to show you a video now, guys, and how awesome this weapon can be. But I would recommend quick draw. That's a must. If you want to use reflex sight, you can, because it does help. I love using quick draw, especially on the rifles. But grip is another great one to use. But apart from quick draw grip, if I'm going to select 2 for you, okay, unless you have a division where you can have a third attachment, I would just recommend quick draw. And I'll tell you what, guys, the advanced rifling is absolutely awesome. Them two, the quick draw and the advanced rifling, if I was going to select any that I'd recommend attachments for you, that would be the 2 that I would select for you, quick draw and advanced rifle. I've tried all, but they seem to be the best 2. Now, this is how good it can get, okay? This is now with attachments on. So I wanted to try it out for you guys with attachments on. And I'll tell you what, guys, even though I was a little bit standoffish with the gameplay, you can, I mean, it wasn't just the game that I was playing where I was playing against not very good players, that kind of thing, which is why I'm getting high kills. But with this gun, it's like instant. With that quick draw and with that advanced rifle, and obviously that gets us a little bit longer distance as well, because the SMGs sometimes don't have too much range on them. But I found that I could just run around here, I could be invincible, and I'll tell you what, guys, I was picking up mercilesses, I was getting 15 kills on the trot as well. I mean, I've done that twice while doing this, and that was only in a couple of games. It is absolutely invincible. I couldn't believe how good this weapon was with attachments on. So, you know, it's up to you whether you want to do the challenge and get in the gold camo with attachments or without. I actually did it just to make the video with no attachments on, because I wanted to make it a little bit difficult so I could actually show you guys how, you know, if you are playing in very difficult games and that kind of thing, how easy it still is to get all the headshots, to get all the bloodthirsties, that kind of thing, without no attachments. If I can do it with no attachments, you can do it with attachments very easy, guys. And like I said, just under 6 hours, I got this weapon to gold, which I was ecstatic about. And I'm just hoping the next SMG is going to be the same, but we're going to use all SMGs with no attachments on. I'm going to keep that challenge up, guys, if I can. And yeah, see if we can get them gold camos easy. So we're now going to try and work the next weapon, as I said, to gold. So hopefully you can join me for that one, guys. But I really do appreciate all your support. Please leave a like if you have enjoyed the video. Please subscribe, guys. And I really appreciate, like I said, all your support on watching my videos. But take care, guys, and have a lovely day, and I'll catch you on the next video. But go out and get those mercilesses and the 15 kills without dying with this weapon with attachments on. It's absolutely awesome, guys. Take care. See you later.